the Dodgers in the top of the sixth. Started with a Freddie Freeman double. They hit 3 home runs in the frame. Tucker and Rushing is up at a game apiece. It's Tommy Edman to lead off the 7th, and he takes the ball upstairs from Ron Marinaccio. 5 extra base hits last inning. Edman had one of those. It was a triple activated. And now hitting .393. Natural side is the other side, but he said the idea of a 3-week minor league rehab, not exciting. About a week or so in AAA. I asked him how the 2 swings are feeling right now, and he said, well, Kyle Tucker, one of the big stories in this game is him connecting, capping off a 9-pitch at-bat.
Where that ball landed was really the at-bat getting to that point. You mentioned 9 pitches, fouled off a ton.
Robert Van Scoyoc about Tucker before the game today, and he said there's been a lot of talk about the swing decisions, but him not being as necessarily going to be the prettiest swing, but always one of the simplest swings. His barrel, when he's right, is in the strike zone for the maximum amount of time, in there longer than anybody. Right now, though, ability of making solid contact.
Because what you're seeing is going to dictate how your body moves. And if you're not seeing it, you feel like you've got to be rushed. I got to see the ball. And whether that's going down and track, watch it. Because again, how I see it is how I'm going to react.
Down on strikes here. Unloaded on this ball. His 9th. And to think, Dodgers are trying to take him out of the game. Asked to stay in. I don't know about you, but I was thinking, okay, they're going to let him stay in here, but probably coming out after they talk to him.
Well, he's had good at-bats all evening. Drew that 9-pitch walk in the first AB, and that last at-bat in the seats.
Makes the catch. Oh, 2 gone here in the 7th. Yamamoto is through 6 innings in this. Yeah, even with as durable as he's proven to be, find times he can to shave an inning off here and there.
Per start.
And that was the first thing that became clear with him as we were talking about his durability. But if you give him that, there's nothing you can't ask him to do.
Right. Because, you know, him going down to the bullpen in the postseason and him, you know, that footage of him walking in the dugout and he walks by him. I mean, that just for me just says volumes because nobody at all expected it.
Sheets at first. Well, the fact that we don't know which time it was, that's interesting.
See, Kyle's been throwing pretty well as of late. Had a little hiccup against Pittsburgh, but other than that, opponents just hitting a paltry 200 against him.
Kyle Hart started the game for the Padres. So the Dodgers have not had a 9-run inning in 3 years. Got to go back to 2023 to find that. No, already the most 9-run innings they've had in a season since moving to Los Angeles. Best in a season. That was in 1943. What do you think?
They're doing this with a lineup that is probably not what it's going to look like at the end of the year.
Down to it.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes.
Tying it.
Oh, I'm going to really.
Setting it. Will Wagner's 0 for 2. Dominated LA when he faced him back in May. That 1-0 win. And Sheehan beating the defense. It was playing him to pull, and he shoots it down the left field line for a 1-out single. Time tomorrow, and then it's on to Sacramento to take on the A's. A's are in playoff position, even though they're below 500. So at least exciting. Young offense is one very scary piece in Nick Kurtz.
Nick Kurtz and catcher Park too, conducive to offense.
Not as conducive as the Vegas park. They went park they're building is by the Strip and not
doesn't have the elevation, right? The other thing too that the That was a thing.
Just in the sun.
They didn't see it. I mean, outfielders, infielders. Well, there's going to be a roof.
That'll help. For 2028, opening that stadium on the Strip. And now walk. So Hurt walks the 9. You're talking about these Padres just sweeping the Braves, who for pretty much the entire games currently trailing the Giants 5-0 in the top of the 8th inning. They had just one hit in that game. Strike on Tatis.
Yeah, if you had to pick, you'd pick the Phillies to win that division. And just talk about the manager change, which obviously had an impact. Don Mattingly taking over. But you also look at
starting with when he took over, they played 22 games in a row against sub-500 teams.
You think Dave Dombrowski?
One to left field, a base hit. Wagner heads for the plate. He will score, and it's 10-3.
I mean, every great coach, not before, before our age was going there, 100%. I mean, there are
2 things on his side: time and talent. And I think the third thing that he had was timing.
Right, timing.
And you know about the talent the Phillies have. Charge right back into it. Alex Vesia. In New York as well, coming here over the weekend. Carlos Mendoza has been let go. I think Alex Cora might versus. And Boston already paying him.
It's a good gig.
Good to be out.
Good to be out. East. They're there. I'm not sure where New York's going.
Ball on Taylor. Asian.
Right before the draft and the trade deadline. Like, that's crazy.
And figure he's going to have some kind of edict, some kind of mission that is given to him when he's only going to be a very clear job description for what they're asking him to do. And you would hope it is aggressive selling. Like the
Detmers is not going anywhere. Soriano, you know, that was an edict from ownership, right? I mean,
yeah, that is Gatto. 2 singles, 2 walks. Bases loaded, 1 away. Back in a moment.
There, and he'd been throwing well. He could tame things a little bit, preserve the bullpen if needed for tomorrow.
For Jackson Merrill, who's 2 out of 3 in this ball game. He came in, fouls off the first pitch.
Dodgers shifted over to the right side. Mookie playing almost behind second base.
One ball and 2 strikes. Merrill's significant reverse splits this season. Pokes it along third and foul. Got him to chase.
How about that? A high slider out of the zone. Not where he wanted to go with it, but stays up top. Doesn't even move much.
So now it's Machado. Base 0 for 3 against Yamamoto. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. On a 1-1 from Vesia. Takes it very high for ball 2. Padres 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 here in the 7th. 2-2. This is really close. Samad Taylor sliding in there. Padres saying hang on. They're going to check with this in time at second. And Vesia gets out of the bases at 9-run sixth. Bases run Marinaccio. Vasquez went 3 1/3, 3 scoreless, and then got just 1 out in the 6th and was tagged for 7 runs. Both unearned, though. Defense for the Padres, which on the year has been really good. Some critical errors open the door for the Dodgers. Ohtani's got his second hit, reaching out, flipping that change into center field. The lead off the
errors. You see Shohei, this ball out of the zone. It's actually a good pitch. Dodgers have scored 10 runs, only 6 of them earned.
Single and a walk today. Same thing that he had yesterday. Bruno. Offense on their own, and then they've gotten some help.
Yeah, this was early on. Tatis trying to make a great catch. Should have just played this going over my head. Will Wagner tried to use his foot to catch that ball. Didn't work.
Team USA, round of 32 Wednesday.
Yep. Should, right? But
yeah.
This is, this type of game on either side. Couldn't find the zone, and Marinaccio just walked Andy.
A run scored, a run knocked in. Managers don't have much patience out of the fielder's field.
Standing around, and then boom, a ball's hit, and maybe you just missed the ball, you don't make the play, and then the pitcher's kind of been out of.
I was sleeping because of you.
I mean, I've been standing out here for 20 minutes.
During down in the bullpen, David Morgan. Count evens 2-2 on Freeman. Jack Dreyer ready for the Dodgers for the last of the 8th. To head back to the All-Star game. It would be an 8th consecutive All-Star. Getting is the finalists on the Dodgers, voting to begin on Monday. Finalists. Freeman to right field, a 3rd hit.
Have a career.
That too. And that'll be the last batter for Marinaccio. Single, walk, single, and Mookie Betts, who went deep his last time.
Mookie Betts second bat. Well, Mookie has been playing some great baseball this last month. Hitting the ball, we're showing that the defense is.
First time since the 4-game streak, games 2 through 5, the 2020. Getting out of that 2 spot, huh? Nobody's hitting the 2 spot. Mookie's OPS as a 2-hitter was .430. Trying to be a cleanup man right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Already 10 runs for the Dodgers in this game. Climbing up that LA Dodger list. Well, that fastball gets on you quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Shoot.
This guy, he loves a slider, though.
Mookie was up there in that 6th inning. Not only did he not hit a home run, 11th of the year, 3rd in as many games. And then two guys down at the bottom of the order, Kyle Tucker and Dalton Rushing. Both desperate for something to feel good about coming into this. At least one hit in this game. Everybody in the lineup has scored at least one run. Two-plus innings since then, 11 runs, 19 base runners between the two teams. It feels like a totally different
Side down.
cue shot off of the bat of Muncy at third. It's whacked 11-3. And that's an infield hit for Max Muncy.
Double clutched. Take a look right here. Watch. Boom, 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 boom. And it did it.
Couple plays where he's not been at his best defensively. He's moved over to third base, several moves to get Machado out. Tough defensive night for Wagner. Still loaded up, and here's Tommy Edman. RBI double, RBI triple in the.
Well, you saw that first one. That was right-handed to the center field wall. That one right there.
Chopper, right side. Sheets goes way over there to get it. Feeds Morgan, who steps. Dodgers have a dozen. And you quickly look at Tommy Edman, make sure that he's running okay with that awkward.
How about Tommy?
And you see him.
Worth seeing again.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat.
1-2-1. But this is the second game the last week where they've scored 12. Tucker with a jam shot, base hit. And the Dodgers have scored 14 on San Diego.
Doesn't get a lot of this, but gets enough of it, serves it out in the outfield. That's 2 RBIs.
Padres pitching staff that during the 4-game winning streak have given up a total of 9. One on Dalton Rushing. And his first 4 RBI game as a Dodger. Three hits, 4 RBIs tonight as Rushing goes down on strikes. Moved to Kansas and became a geologist. The old baseball player, actor, geologist pivot.
No, when you started going with the acting thing, then I thought you were going to start talking about Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon, Kevin Costner. How did I forget him? Yeah.
Here. Changes. Calling in the game in left. Tommy Edman has gone from left to second. Alex Freeman, so Dave Roberts getting Freeman and Betts both off their feet. Sheets, who signed a minor league deal with the Padres after the White Sox cut him loose, is at plus with the Padres. He's got his 3rd hit of the ballgame. Over a little bit lately, but overall the best numbers. And they say, too, not just the production, but he's been a great guy to have around, especially positive one, pulling the guys together. Several people talked about him as a connector, bringing together different ends of the rink. Chase Bowen takes downstairs for a ball. And just talking baseball. And Mike Levy, our producer, just...
You know, you've talked about that, too. Like,
make them smell good, soften them. I'll smell them better for it. Bouncer up the middle. Freeland's going to get a chance here to shovel it off to second. Here's Endu. Game to talk about the clubhouse staff and everything those guys do. When we talk about the long nights and long, endless hours, thankless hours for Alex Torres and his staff.
Yeah, they really do. It's a thankless job, and they've got to be on call 24/7 for everybody. It is. I mean, you literally are on call 24/7. Just starting and heads up a great group now.
Take full advantage of the on-call side of it.
Not going to answer.
Come on, man, entertain us here. And Duhar's got a double. Injured list stint. We're back with a 2-hit game tonight.
He's really been provided a little bit of thump and still a good play
between the A's and the Reds. Second and third for Will Wagner. Takes a strike. Those Yankees rookie doubles record. 27 home runs, that 2008 home runs, right. But still, the guy's always been a good hitter. Drafted by his dad's team, the Astros, but then traded at the deadline back-to-back years. Traded to the Jays in 24 at the deadline.
Certainly, are contenders going to trade to contenders? Where's Scooble going?
Wow. Because you can't decide if you're in or you're not until you stay put.
I think what happens is you're going to have so many teams in competition for the finite number of players, especially, or one at least considering adding in the relief corps. There's a handful of teams that, I mean, it makes huge sense for them to make. And I know that American League Central feels like it's wide open, but I just don't know that. But still a little over a month away, right?
Tigers 8,
5 or 6.
5 back.
5, yeah. And that, you can talk yourself into years ago with Ohtani. I mean, I was screaming anywhere that they had to trade him. And then they just fell off the cliff and got nothing.
Strike 3 called. And we got a position player pitching with Rodolfo Duran. Freeland. You prophesized it heading here a few innings ago. His finished. Chucky Robinson going to pinch it for him. Well, Chucky breaking the hitless drought. Getting his first years. Fights it off down the line. Putting all his focus into. Said, look, I'm the backup catcher. I'm there to serve the pitching staff. Do all I can to help those. Way up there. Backside of the diamond. Caught by. One more chance for Pages. Jonathan Hernandez will handle the last of the 9th for LA. Pages on for the 4th time. Making a fan's night out there, too. Getting a souvenir on that ground rule.
Thought Duran was going to. Andy took advantage of it.
And now Ryan Ward's first at-bat. Dodgers with a chance to match their season high for that against the Rockies. Ward rips a line drive to right, and they will. Down home for the 3rd time. chipping in here with an RBI hit.
The rest of the National League West combined has 4.
Alex Call's first time up there. Trying to do the same. That was not fun. It was the opposite. Song will make the catch, but the Dodgers matching a season high tonight. 15 runs, 3 outs away from wrap. Done that this year. An LA Dodger record already, and we're just barely at the halfway point. Home runs from Tucker, throwing Miguel Rojas, looking for the last 3 outs. Thought he was throwing too many flames, too hot of change speed. And so his last time out, he made it a point to throw even slower. Got a 1-2-3 inning on 7. It's basically throwing batting practice. But when he does this, it's a little harder. 43. Soft.
I mean, that's the slow pitch softball thing. And did you see that rushing?
Oh, Freeland. Sick.
Look at this. Watch this. Watch Rush. Like he misses it. And look at that. Whoa. Hey. Like he legitimately didn't see it.
That's hilarious. Hey, so StatCast has tracked Miguel Rojas' pitching. His first 60, that was BP speed. These days, he's averaging 43.
The Tatis hit, it was 114 off the bat.
This one is in the air to left field, and wow! Dodgers 15, Padres 3, series tied at a game apiece.
For 6 innings, it was tight, but Dodgers blew this thing open. Kyle Tucker, huge at bat, really battled.